So here's the news that's got the fashion world talking. Peter Do is leaving Helmut Lang. It's a headline that feels like a turning point, not just for the brand, but for the industry at large. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Peter Do's appointment was one of those rare moments in fashion that felt like it could truly shift the industry. His vision, sharp, modern, and deeply personal, seemed like the perfect match for Helmut Lang's legacy of minimalism and subversive edge. For a moment, it felt like the brand might finally reclaim its place as a leader, not just a name. But here we are. Another creative director, gone before the ink has even dried on their first big collection. First, Peter Do. If you've been following fashion over the past few years, you know he's one of the most exciting designers of his generation. Born in Vietnam and raised in Philadelphia, Peter Do made a name for himself with his eponymous label, launched in 2018. His designs are sharp, minimalist, and deeply considered, blending technical precision with emotional resonance. He worked under Phoebe Philo at Celine, which clearly left an imprint on his design philosophy. Clean lines, luxurious materials, and an understanding that fashion can be both wearable and conceptual. When Peter Do was announced as the creative director of Helmut Lang in May 2023, it felt like a match made in heaven. Peter Do's designs for Helmut Lang were a bold attempt to bridge the brand's storied past with his own modernist sensibilities. His debut collection in spring 2024 paid homage to Helmut Lang's legacy while infusing it with his signature precision and technical mastery. At its core, the collection was an exercise in sharp tailoring and architectural silhouettes. Do leaned heavily into minimalist aesthetics, but with a twist. Clean lines and monochromatic palettes were punctuated by unexpected details like asymmetrical cuts, exaggerated proportions, and innovative fabric combinations. He also brought a sensuality to the clothes, reminiscent of Helmut Lang's early work. Sheer panels, open backs, and sleek leather pieces balanced the collection's otherwise utilitarian feel. The industrial undertones, harness details, buckles, and utility belts nodded to the brand's past while feeling distinctly fresh. One standout was the use of text and branding, a signature of Lang's. Do reinterpreted this through subtle placements of Helmut Lang's logo and poetic phrases, turning garments into wearable statements. It's worth noting that Peter Do hasn't been confined to just his own label or Helmut Lang. Recently, he collaborated with Banana Republic on a capsule collection. The partnership felt unexpected but refreshing, a bridge between Do's high-concept minimalist aesthetic and Banana Republic's accessible everyday luxury. The collection brought a new level of sophistication to Banana Republic's lineup, featuring clean lines, elevated basics, and a muted color palette. It's a testament to Do's ability to adapt his vision across different platforms and audiences, while still staying true to his core design principles. Now let's talk about Helmut Lang, the brand, and the man behind it. Helmut Lang, the Austrian designer, was one of the most influential figures in fashion during the late 80s and 90s. His work revolutionized the idea of minimalism. He stripped luxury down to its bare essentials, yet still managed to evoke a sense of elegance and power. Think sleek tailoring, industrial fabrics like nylon and rubber, and bold conceptual campaigns. Lang was also a pioneer in marketing and distribution. He was one of the first designers to stream his runway shows online, long before Digital Fashion Week was even a concept. He moved his brand's headquarters from Paris to New York, making a statement about the growing importance of the American fashion scene. But Helmut Lang, the designer, famously walked away from his own label in 2005 after selling it to Prada, which later passed it on to the Fast Retailing Group, the same conglomerate that owns Uniqlo. Since then, the brand has struggled to recapture its former glory. Without Lang's vision, it became a house with a legendary past but an uncertain future. Attempts to modernize and revitalize the brand, through various creative directors and strategies, have had mixed results. So why did Peter Do leave, and why so soon? According to insiders, creative differences played a big role. Helmut Lang, under the Fast Retailing umbrella, is ultimately a corporate entity, and as much as Peter Do's vision aligns with the DNA of the brand, working within the constraints of a conglomerate is no easy task. In today's fashion industry, creative directors are often caught in a tug-of-war between artistic freedom and commercial expectations. For Peter Do, it seems that balance was hard to strike. Reports suggest that he left because he felt he couldn't fully realize his vision within the company's framework. And this brings us to a larger conversation about the state of fashion today. The industry is more complex and more competitive than ever. Brands are under immense pressure to deliver, not just season after season, but almost week after week in a social media-driven landscape. Designers are expected to churn out collections, maintain a brand identity, and still deliver commercial success. It's a lot, and the industry's high turnover rate for creative directors reflects this. The struggle between creativity and commerce is real, and Peter Do's departure is just the latest example of a talented designer who found himself at odds with the corporate machine. So, where does this leave us? For Helmut Lang, it's back to the drawing board, and for Peter Do, it's a new chapter, one where, hopefully, he can find the space to continue shaping his unique vision. But more broadly, it's a reminder of the challenges designers face in today's fashion industry. In the end, it's not just about clothes, it's about navigating a complex system that doesn't always prioritize artistry. Thanks for watching. If you're as fascinated by the fashion world as we are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments. See you next time.